Hello again, welcome back to Asgard, and welcome back to Valhelsia 3. Now we're going to be picking back up where we left off in part 1, so we're going to be checking out the Jungle Temple and then continuing a bit of exploration after that as we search for Acacia and just keep getting sidetracked with cool things that we find. So anyways, with that, we're going to go ahead and jump on into it. And it was brought up in the comments that apparently we can... Oh, blue pickerel weed. Slows your boat down. That's nifty. It was brought up in the comments that now apparently we can have multiple colonies like in the same world now. So that didn't used to be a thing, of course. Oh. Well, I see you. Place is filled up with creepers. Come on. Oh no! What in the world? We got baby creepers. Creeplies. I don't know. Okay. Well, that exposed everything. There we go. Fighting our way through this jungle temple here. Alright, so what do we got here? I got a bunch of junk on me. Chocolate spider eyes. We've got the quark runes. I do actually want those. They're not super common. The rest of this seems all, that's just cocoa. Okay. And what about the chest that's over here? Exposed. We got more quark runes. Oh, they are craftable, though, now with cave crystals. Cave crystals, if I find them, I'd rather build with them than use them for making runes. Oh, that was a visual bug. Okay, so we took those, and I'm going to leave the rest of it for now. I may come back down the road, but for right now, I do need to find Acacia. I can lose the stone sword and the bow if need be. Though if we end up going right by our town, then we'll just dump all of our stuff off. Just kind of setting sail off in this direction, kind of, trying to find an outlet to the ocean. There we go. This is a fairly large jungle, I must say. Like, look at that. This place is huge. So if we decided to do, like, a jungle-themed build, this would be a great place to do it. It's a huge jungle. This is nice. Like, this little, like, river kind of running through here. I just like the way that this is set up a lot. Is that, that looks like a beetle from Druidcraft. Because Druidcraft was added to the pack. It is a beetle from Druidcraft. Yeah. These things have massive amounts of health and armor, as you can see. Very, very resilient. If I recall correctly, I believe Bane of Arthropods does work on them, though. So this kind of gives you a reason to want Bane of Arthropods. You can tell he's doing some decent damage to me at the moment. There we go. Druidcraft is a fun mod. It's one of the mods I'm actually familiar with. Within some of the newer like 1.16 mods. I actually do have a bit of experience playing around with that. There is another beetle here. Ooh. What sort of a structure have we here? It's like a mine or something. Bunch of iron armor here. Chest. Interesting. Woohoo! This would have been a cool starter home. You know, if we didn't already have a whole village. Ooh! Saddles! Saddles! Yes! Okay. That's what I've been wanting. Right here. So... let's see. I'm going to lose the torches. I'm going to mark this place. Well, actually, I can find it really easy on the map. Yeah, I'm just going to have to leave the bow behind. That's fine. I don't really need any of the rest of the stuff, but I definitely want those 2 saddles. Oh, and there's sea pickles. I'll come back for those. And what's outside of here? This would be a good place to come back to. And there's blocks of coal. There's lots of good materials, bricks, which I always, for some reason, I always hate making them. No real rhyme or reason as to why. I just hate making them. Iron armor for our guards. But yeah, and then some metals, anvils, things like that. Just be nice to kind of loot it up, I think. Be a good, like I said, it'd be a really good starter home if I didn't already have one. Oh, I see, okay, this is, I know it was brought up that there was going to be some terrain gen stuff happen. Because some of the mod changes, it looks like that is one of them. But if we happen to build out this far, we can just fix it. But you can see the landscape's all broken through here. Which the one thing on the update, it sounded, I thought it was just like for Biomes of Plenty worlds, but I think maybe it affected our world as well or something. Because I know some terrain stuff was changed. Oh, look at that. That's an interesting, that's an interesting thing. It happened on this side too with the poppies. They've cut their way through the mushrooms. And of course everything's burning. Everything is on fire. That's been a driftwood. Upgrade aquatic. Interesting. We've seen a lot of places on fire today. Oh, I see. Oh my gosh. I'm just running out of things. I'm running out of space here. We have a waystone. Now, assuming that they are set up to where we can just pick these guys up. I guess I could always do this. Which they are. So we're going to take our waystone with us. Maybe we could see about snagging ourselves a horse. I don't really have a place built for it, but... There we go. No, you don't. You're going to accept me, horse. It's horse. There we go. Best friends forever. And we're going to go ahead and drop that on. Now, there was horse armor back at that one building, but I didn't have space, of course, for it. So, yay. And now we have... well, I can't take it out of my hand right now. I know there's a hotkey for taking stuff out of your offhand, but I never remember what it is because I'm not really an offhand user, as you guys know. I don't know. I think because I played Minecraft for so long without an offhand, that just that extra bit of screen space that it takes up drives me insane. It drives me absolutely insane, so I don't really use it. Okay, so that... Oh, it's been too long. How do I make scaffold? I thought it was string and... Oh, it's at the top. I was doing it in the middle. There's some scaffold. Let's go hook up our builder. Oh, he removed that piece, that random piece of wood, so... That's gone. Yeah, it's a beer keg, like, with a tap on it. I've set these up before, too. Like, they're, like, really popular. Like, build style. So, yay! We now have a new upgraded house. And this house can house 2 people in it. Okay, so we're going to head out. Just since we're kind of exploring and getting some materials that we're going to be needing for upgrading. And I know acacia and jungle are coming up for the builder, along with like scaffold and things like that. We got a couple of those. We do still need acacia, so I'd like to set out and see if we can go to a savanna real quick. I think we passed one when we were coming out this way, but I didn't have the forethought to... maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't pass a savanna when we were coming out here. No, I guess not. I'm assuming it's going to be across this ocean. So, we've never been over there, I don't think. Oh, I see a waystone. Hee-hee. I wish I'd had a waystone. I see a mine shaft, too. I wish I'd had a waystone whenever I was out at that bamboo jungle. I may actually take a trip out to that bamboo jungle to set up a waystone. We'll see. Because it would be kind of nice to be able to just warp back over there. Although, I don't need that much stuff that's over there, realistically. So, I might just use it for teleporting between, like, here and over here. I don't know. I mean, realistically, if I did that, we could actually start our create kind of in an area that's supposed to actually be. Because I was planning on kind of a big building based on create sort of thing. Ooh. We're going to save that for another time. That looks crazy. And I didn't bring any torches with me, so I don't want to go down there right this second. Plus, we're kind of on a mission. I heard an Enderman. Probably underground. I don't want to go down there right this second. Bah! How about you? Yeah, I got an ender pearl. Oh, I was hoping that was grass. I've actually got to run grass over. If you notice in my town, there's a little strip there that's dirt because I don't have grass blocks at the moment. And it's no big thing just to run dirt across the road and let it spread grass over. I just haven't done it yet. I might actually, since we're away from our house, our town, I might actually grab some of the sand because I don't like gathering. I had to gather a little bit of sand for making glass between episodes. What is this? Tall beach grass. Okay. Okay, so there's a little over 2 stacks. Okay. I will take that. And we got an ender pearl, which I'm really excited about. Oh, we got another one of these weird chunk rendering things. Dark times. Oh, this is a Druid craft Darkwood forest here. I didn't even notice it. Oh, probably because these weird chunk. See, I think that's what it is. Like, Druid craft was just added, so it just, like, spawned this in here on this edge. Hey, there's acacia. And there's acacia. This is all, like, big savanna area. What is that? That is not natural. What is that? It's like a boat. Like the bow of a boat. Right there or something. Oh, I'm going to have to duke it out with the skeleton, looks like. Oh, it's a baby skeleton. Grand. I hate these guys. So what is... This looks like a shipwreck that's just up on the shore here. This might be free treasure for us. Sure is. What have we got? We got Protection 3 leather pants. We got Sacred Scroll of Regeneration. Applies regeneration to citizens around you at least most of the time. Suspicious Stew. We got Purple Pickerel Reed. Yeah, I don't need all that. Like at all. I've got farms. Now, over in here, it looks like some of this is going to be buried. Been a while since I've been through one of these, and yeah, I thought so. Been a while, so I don't remember the exact layout. We've got another Sacred Scroll of Regeneration. We got another chest back here. Yeah, up there. Oh, we got a buried treasure map, so that means we could probably get a Heart of the Ocean, which is kind of an exciting prospect. Or is that no? I feel like that's what they're called, but I'm also thinking I might just be thinking of Titanic, to be honest. Heart of the Ocean, but yeah, the one thing where I can build the multi-block. Whoa! We got some desert over here. That is weird. Oh, there's marble. There's probably something buried down there. If I had to guess. Not like it sticks out like a sore thumb or anything, but this is arid sand from atmospheric. Yeah, this is something. Yeah, it is a temple that is buried down here. Avatos Collector Crystal. So they are interesting. Normally it would just be like floating crystal. So it looks like there is some changes. I like the particles there on the water. I don't know if that's from Master Sorcery or if it's from something else, but I do like that. Because it's almost like bubbles. I'm not going to grab any of that. Realistically, there's these temples everywhere, and I don't really have the inventory space at the moment to do that. As per usual. But I'm kind of just peeking around out here. This is an atmospheric desert, and I like it. I like this sand. We may have to make... this sand just made me totally think we're going to have like a big Zen garden. Because this sand would be perfect for that. Perfect for that. What is that off in the distance there? Is that a tree? Yeah, it's one of those trees with flowers all over the top. It looked like the top of like a tower or something. But, yeah. Okay. Alright. So we are situated. I don't know about... There's a part of me that just wants to drop a waystone here, but I guess it's really not that far. Just ocean shoop right over here. I think the part of me that wants to drop a waystone is just the really lazy part that's like, I could just warp home. And if you want to see a kind of nifty view, look at this. Like, that's going to be a big tower, and that's going to be an even bigger tower. And that's going to be a big mine. So, you can kind of see, like, coming in through the water. Of course, we're going to have to do some kind of a dock down here. Of course, we have fishermen and stuff. So we'll probably do some kind of little setup down here also. And then that'll lead out to the ocean, and we might do some stuff out on the water as well, like some kind of little fishing village part of the village, you know? But just to kind of give you an idea, I can't pick that up. But, yeah, we got a little bit of work done on the village. I mean, it's actually a lot. This actually took a while, to be perfectly honest, between figuring out a palette and then running all this and figuring out the way the roads. It's actually helped me a lot. I didn't get as much as I hoped we would have gotten done, but that's okay. We did get to explore a bit. We will do the buried treasure map soon also. Not this episode, but soon. Like, probably next episode, but don't quote me on that. Now, one thing I would like to do before we end out, though, is if we go back over to mine colonies, do we want to... I got to work on my... population a little bit, but we do have a bit of housing now. I think what I'd like to do is, what if we were to make the university? It takes a couple books. Okay. We did get that paper. Actually, oh, there's a couple books. Of course, I'm still working on upgrading buildings. I'm not done by any stretch of the imagination, but we're going to go ahead. Let's grab this. I want to see what the university looks like because we haven't set up any new buildings this episode. Or actually, no, I don't want to do the university yet because where I have in mind, I haven't expanded the village out that far. I don't think it'll be a big push to get that, but maybe not just yet. Let's take a look instead at building a... Actually, a warehouse would be great right about now. So would some of these huts, like a chicken farmer hut, would be kind of nice. But right now, I think I want a warehouse, because that's going to help me out, realistically. And once we get our courier set up, which we could maybe do that next episode, and then we could get farms set up and chicken, and we could have items moving, which would be nice. Because as it stands right now, it's really, really manual moving all this stuff. So, something for me to kind of, a building for me to kind of work on between episodes. Let's go ahead. Let's pull up the warehouse. These things tend to be massive and they take a ton of materials in my experience. So the level 5 warehouse, this is the acacia one. Oh, it's actually built on slabs. So that's actually not too big. Then there's the Asian one. Of course it's going to be massive. Of course it is. Of course it is. So that is the Asian level 5 warehouse. Oh, and I love the fact it's like cut away here in the middle. And there's like, yeah, just doors that run through. Oh, I love that covered. See, I would love to... Let me know down in the comments if you know. But once these buildings are done... Like, say, once I get them to level 5 and I don't have to upgrade them anymore and they're not, like, being built, can I break off pieces and it not... I think I can. I think I can break off little bits and pieces and it not impact the building, but I can't remember. And it probably has changed since whenever I did it anyways. But I don't know if they're going to complain about my building needs to be repaired or something like that. If they're going to complain about that. Gosh, this thing is massive. Oh my gosh. It's like painfully big. What about the level 1? Okay, the level 1 is just a bunch of oak, and I've probably got enough oak on hand for that, to be perfectly honest. Because my tree person. Birch is, that's the level 1. The level 5 birch. Okay. Alright. The cave is just a square. The dark oak. It's like that. I actually kind of like that. It's kind of cool. The fortress. That's the level 5. Okay, that's a tad bit on the lackluster side, I gotta say. But I mean, I know they have like the train carts and stuff in the back, so that's kind of what it looks like up here. It's kind of bleh, but especially when compared to like the big Asian one and stuff. Like, yeah, it's not crazy, but the jungle. There's this big monstrosity. I like that pretty well. The medieval birch is like this. The ones I'm always really excited about. Like, I like that. You know, it's cool. But the ones I get most excited about are seeing like the Asian and the true dwarven. The warped I still kind of like, but you know, I'm not like dying to see it anymore because it tends to be all kind of similar looking. That, and I know it's been brought up a couple times in the comment, I can do that. I just don't like to do it. I like the drop down personally. That's just preference. It would save, you know, maybe a few seconds, but not that much really. And I don't know, I like the drop down. That's just me. Medieval oak is like that. I love it. It's wattle and daub. You know, I'm a sucker for wattle and daub. You know, I just am. These are all pretty much the same, so we'll just kind of move through these. But in the medieval spruce, yeah, they're all the same. Moving on to the Mesa, we've got that. The Nordic. Oh, look, it's the same building, just 3 of them put together. I like the Nordic. I think it looks cool, and I think it would make for a cool village. And if we can actually end up making multiple villages in this same world, I definitely want to do a Nordic. You know, I think it'd be cool, but they do all kind of look similar. But I think it'll look pretty cool. Sandstone, like that. And then we've got the Space Wars, which is just built into the ground, so I can't really tell. I'm sure it, yeah, it's whatever. I'm just not crazy about the Space Wars. I used to be a fan of Star Wars, for sure. I was a huge fan of Star Wars, read all the books and everything, up until about episode 3. Episode 2, episode 3, somewhere in there, it's just kind of like, I like the original trilogy. The new stuff is painful for me to watch, to be perfectly honest. There's the warped, the way it looks like. I know some people think that's awful to say, but I'm just not a huge new Star Wars fan at all. Not a fan at all. And then we have the true dwarven. I want to look inside of this one, to be honest, because I feel like I'm missing something with this. Okay, it's just like a vault. I mean, it makes sense. I do think it's pretty cool. I think out of all of them, I think the Asian one blows all the rest of them out of the water, to be honest. For as far as the warehouses go, I think it is just absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning, to be honest. So the warehouse, I would like to have it somewhere city center-ish. I mean, out in the industrial district would be cool, but I think I'd rather have it more here-ish, because then it would cover kind of all this, which is where everything's going to be happening, I think. Oh, and fun fact, this is off topic. I know this video is getting long. I can't help it. I just spend a lot of time on this pack. But if we pop over here, I had been wondering what was with all these like random wheels laid out in this. kind of just scattered around. And I was showing my son and my girlfriend kind of my little village, you know, and I was running around showing them kind of the stuff that was going on. And I was using the builder tool to kind of show like the fully grown buildings. My son loves this pack, by the way. Like the mine colonies thing, he's like amazed by it. But I've been trying to figure out what these wheels were, and I finally figured it out. So if I put this down, let's do this. It's like a level 1, so it's smaller. And let's do like acacia. I figured it out. So if we take a look, because I had never looked at this from the top down, but you can see there's water wheels. Or like, you know, like some kind of mining wheel type thing. Not water wheels, but kind of mining wheels. Big cogs or something there. So it's like they're building it. You know, these are like the first pieces of it, and they're going to like piece it together. I love that. I think that's so cool. It's just like a little bit of depth that I hadn't even noticed until just now. And whenever I did, it was just like blew my mind, you know. But that was so cool. Okay, I would have to adjust the road a bit. And probably shove it back even. Have it be setting up. But I really like it there. Because, like, imagine that, and then we have the big house here. And then have this kind of pushed back and raised. So when you're walking through this plaza, it kind of just towers up above you. Here. Maybe even push it over by 2. Which would have it setting... It would be up flush against this. But this would be kind of built up. And you wouldn't be really walking through here. Because this would actually be kind of a raised section of land that runs through there. I think that would work. And then I'd have to adjust maybe this road or the way that that's set up a little bit. But that's fine. It's a minor change. But then when you're at the plaza, it would be like on the edge. I really like it. The only thing is I think they're going to complain about it. No, it actually fits within the boundaries. Wow. I'm thinking that I like that. To be perfectly honest. I think that's going to look really good coming down through here. And by the way, something to mention that I have in my head is like, okay, we're going to have all this stuff set up, but then we're going to have the floating lanterns kind of throughout the city so it kind of feels festive. And then we're going to have the fairy lights strung out, you know, between like this building and that building, kind of strung through here. Because fairy lights is in the pack, so we can easily just run fairy lights down through these streets so that they're hanging above us. You know, so there's just like, you know, it feels festive. I think it's going to be good. And seeing all this, yeah, I don't think we'll go with the clean Japanese walls that I was originally looking at the beginning of this episode. I'm thinking something with a little bit more vibrancy because we're going to have so many vibrant colors in here. I just don't think... I think that's too neutral. You know what I mean? I'm starting to think that's just too neutral because now that the more I look at these buildings as a level 5 and not as a level 1 or 2, I have them in my head in one way, you know, and they're more like neutral. But when I start seeing more and more of them, I'm just like, it's not going to work with white and black walls. It's not. So I do think we're going to do something a bit different. Mine Colonies does have some pretty good walls with like the green shingles. We'll probably go with something like that. It's just, we'll have to wait and see. Realistic, I'm just going to have to wait and see. So, but yeah, we're going to go with that. I like that. I think it's going to look really, really good right there on the court square or the plaza area. I think it's going to look nice. I do. So we'll set it up here and... Oh, this poor fellow has a lot of work to do. I might, before I send him over here to start working, I might actually do a lot of clearing myself. Yeah, there's where the warehouse block is. Hopefully it doesn't catch fire. I guess I could do that real quick. Because I really don't want him wandering over here and like all these magma blocks and stuff. So I'm going to wait to actually start it building. And I'm going to make a diamond pick. We got plenty of diamonds. So I'm going to make a diamond pick, clean this up a bit, and then send him over to work on it. And I'll just have him upgrade a building while I'm getting that cleared out. So, but anyways, I know it's about wrapping up point for this episode. we got a bit of landscaping done, and we got to explore and stuff. And I know there seemed to be some appreciation about spending a bit of time on mine colonies and spending a bit of time on building, because we kind of got to talk through the process of building the town and not just like, we're going to place this here, 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 and then we run the roads and there we go. You know, we're kind of doing this as a process. It is fun for me, and I know there was a lot of appreciation in the comments for that. So we're going to keep up with this and keep going about it this way. And we got to spend a bit of time talking about city style and infrastructure, which was fun. I've got to run dirt over and spread that grass over. But I'll get on that. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, as always, be sure to hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. Stay updated with when new videos come out. Next episode, we are either going to be working around the town a bit more. Honestly, we might spend a little bit of the episode starting with a little bit of create just to set up a flint factory. Getting an archer up and going would be great. That's got plenty of arrows, but if he doesn't have arrows, he's pretty well useless. And I don't know, I just never have a lot of flint. I don't spend a lot of time mining gravel. So I'd like to get a factory up and going for that. Just basically chicken feathers and the flint. So we may set something up for that. I might also look at some of the mine colony options. We may be able to do it through there, and it would make more sense. I'm not for sure at the moment. So we might be doing that, or we'll be working on some mine colony stuff, or working around the town. We might go check out the buried treasure map. I don't know. We'll just see where the episode goes, because this episode totally didn't go where I planned it to, but it doesn't matter. We had a lot of fun. So anyways, I hope to see you guys next time. Until then, as always, do take care. Stay safe. I will see you guys next time.